What's good, YouTube? It's Xiaomi15 here, and today I'm coming at you with my round 3 team building video. And this round we're going to be facing the Cedar Rapids Sceptiles, coached by Jackson. Now, Jackson, Barbarical as he's registered on the site, has a interesting team that consists of Victini, Skarmory, Nidoqueen, Mega Lopunny, Jugadon, Samurott, Hawlucha, Greninja, of course this is Torrent Greninja, not Protean, Goodra, Klefki, and Hoopa. Now our team, if you're not aware, consists of Landorus, Raikou, Mega Beedrill, Suicune, Fortress, Amoonguss, Cresselia, Togekiss, Emboar, Skuntank, and Durant. Now, first thing I'm seeing against Jackson's team is, of course, Mega Lopunny, so I decided to bring defensive Landorus this time. First time I'm actually bringing defensive Landorus with a Rocky Helmet and Intimidate, Earthquake, Superpower, U-Turn, Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock, of course, I just wanted because it was the only hazard I have on this team, as I'm not bringing my Fortress this week. As Superpower is just pretty much there to hit Lopunny, U-Turn for switch, Momentum, Earthquake for stab, and of course the max defense Rocky Helmet. It's pretty much just to attack Lopunny without actually attacking Lopunny, as Lopunny is probably going to take Rocky Helmet damage. This is pretty much the only reason why I brought Landorus here, just to keep Lopunny in check and possibly keep Victini in check with the Intimidate. If it's a physical Victini, of course Victini is probably one of the most versatile Pokemon that Jackson has in this format. Of course I could be wrong. Some people might say it's Greninja, some people might say it's Hoopa, but that's how I feel. Yeah, pretty much the only reason why Landorus is here is to keep Lopunny, as well as Hawlucha in check. Landorus can do the same for Hawlucha as well. So that's why I decided to bring defensive. The only other reason is because Stab Earthquake hits Nidoqueen for a lot of damage, even if it's defensive and even if I'm not offensive. Of course, U-Turn is there just to get or to run from Skarmory if that does come out. Now, next up we have Laxus here, and Laxus is pretty much the star of the show here, running the Assault Vest with a lot of special attack, special defense investment. Which the reason why this is a lot is because this is probably the most I've ever run in a long time. Now, of course, the speed investment here is just to outspeed. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing that in the background, but this speed investment is pretty much only to, oh my god, just only to outspeed Victini if it's not Choice Scarf, which I do think it will be, as we see members like Hawlucha, Greninja, Lopunny, who even if I invested max speed Timid, I would not be able to outspeed them. Of course, max special attack, and of course the special defense investment alongside with the Assault Vest is pretty much to take hits from Greninja when I do switch in. Of course, Greninja is a very powerful Pokemon, which is the reason why I pumped so much special defense EVs into special defense, which I think is the most I could have afforded to pump. Yeah, even more than I would have if I went Calm Nature, so that's pretty much why. I don't want to potentially lose to Victini because it wasn't Choice Scarfed and it outsped me. Yeah, pretty much the case. So next up we have Janet, of course, pretty standard Janet. You guys pretty much know what Janet does here. Mega Beedrill, U-turns, gets switch momentum. Drill Run is there for Nidoqueen. I kind of wanted to run knockoff for Skarmory, but I decided that the risk is way much than the reward. Max attack, max speed, Jolly Nature. The Jolly Nature is there pretty much because Lopunny is fast, and I need Beedrill to be able to outspeed Lopunny. So that's why all that speed investment is there. Next we got Wendy, which is pretty much... Oh, this is the first time I'm bringing Wendy, I think. I really wanted to run a Fire-type move, but I decided that Air Slash probably would be a little bit more beneficial, so that's why I decided to go with that. Defog because I do not have my Fortress, so this time Wendy is going to have to take charge and get rid of the hazards for me. Wish Protect. Now, the Wish Protect is here. It's probably unique, I guess you could say. But, well, it is, it isn't. But the wish here is pretty much for Laxus, because Laxus pretty much doesn't have any form of recovery, naturally recovering. So that's why when these here, pretty much the patch wishes to Luxus, so Luxus can keep on walling. I can't say walling, but checking Greninja, because Greninja still does do a lot to me with a Hydro Pump. I think maximum 40%. All I know is that I can't be 2-hit KO'd by a Hydro Pump, which is, I think, Greninja's strongest move, the move that could do the most damage against me in before physical Greninja, which is, that would be very scary. But yeah, that's pretty much the wish here, is to just go for it when Nidoqueen probably comes in thinking that it's gonna wall me. Then I wish that I pass to Tempest or Suicune or whatever. Yeah, here's the thing. We're going on to our next Pokemon. Your name is not Tempest. You're Luna. For some reason, my nickname's messed up or something, and yeah, you were meant to be called Luna, and you were meant to be called Tempest. But in the battle, which spoilers already happened, you guys are gonna see the opposite. But anyways, we got Luna here with Calm Mind, Moonblast, and Shadow Ball. Now, looking at Jackson's team, he really doesn't have much for Cresselia. Of course, I say that, and you guys are like, well, he has a Greninja right there. The reason I say that is because with a Calm Mind up, Luna can just completely take Dark Pulses from Greninja for days. And retaliate with a Moonblast, killing Greninja in the process. I shouldn't be killing. Pokemon isn't a game of killing. It will die, is what I'm trying to say. Looking at his team again, he can Whirlwind me with Skarmory, but literally nothing wants to take on Luna here. I could potentially see Shadow Ball from Hoopa. I could potentially see Megahorn from, what's that thing's name? Samurott. But of course, I just think that Luna here has a really good chance to just Calm Mind and potentially sweep his team. Now, I'm not running Psychic, I'm running Shadow Ball. Originally, I was running Psychic, but then I realized I couldn't hit Victini, so then Shadow Ball was the play. Moonblast does the same thing, well, relatively the same thing that Psychic does. Of course, it does not hit Nidoqueen for special, super effective damage, but Shadow Ball can get the job done with enough Calm Minds up. Granted that Nidoqueen does not run me out. Toxic is something that is kind of scary, but I think I can handle that. Shadow Ball also hits Skarmory for a little bit more than Psychic would normally. Of course, Shadow Ball also knocks out Hoopa with one hit because of its typing. It's horrible typing. So that's pretty much the case here. Now, I really wanted to invest more in special defense, but the threat of Lopunny as well as Hawlucha was real. So I decided against it, as well as the fact that with this BB spread, I could take hits from physical Victini a lot better. That's my Skype going off, but the last one here we got is Tempest. Tempest, of course, is running Scald, Roar, Toxic, and Tailwind. Was he running Roar? I don't think he was. Was he? I'm forgetting. Did I have Roar in the battle? I don't remember clicking it though. Huh. I think I did. If not, then you guys are just... Because I think during the battle, I didn't say this during the battle, but certain things messed up, like Luna's name. Not much though, but certain things did mess up. As I was supposed to have Signal Beam on Suicune to hit Greninja, but that didn't work out as I decided Tailwind. I was debating whether Tailwind would be something okay to bring, but I realized that Tailwind was a little bit situational. But you guys are going to see, I brought Tailwind to the battle anyways, and you guys are going to see if it comes into play, if it's not going to come into play, etc, etc. We got Scald, Toxic. Toxic is pretty much the hit neutral on the Switch. We got Scald because burns are OP, and it's stab. As well as the max HP, max defense investment, mainly to take on Victini. Granted, that is not special. If it's special, I think I can take it on too. But if it's special, then I think Laxus and Luna can actually take it on a little bit better, despite Luna's defensive investment. Roar, I think, is pretty much to stop any potential setup. For example, Hawlucha might try to set up with Sub SD, pretty much just to get rid of Hawlucha's Burn Boost, because with that, he might be able to take on Beedrill, and I don't like that. So that's why I decided to run Roar. Honestly, I didn't really know what to run on Suicune, which is why all I knew is I wanted Scald and Toxic, and Roar and Tailwind kind of just put themselves on there by themselves. I really didn't know what else to run with Suicune. Could have run Ice Beam, but honestly, I didn't really see the need to. The only thing I guess that would hit would be Druggadon. Oh yeah, that would be nice to hit Druggadon. Maybe I should have ran Ice Beam, but that doesn't matter as the battle already happened. No spoilers, guys. Go and watch the battle. It's gonna be up really soon. And yeah, that's pretty much the team. I think, as I said, I think Luna is gonna be very instrumental in this battle, as he doesn't really have a lot of good ways to deal with it. Of course, if he brings Hoop, I might cry, but that's okay, because I think even with Hoop, I could still at least tank an attack from it and retaliate with a Shadow Ball, which is the plan. So guys, yeah, thanks for watching, and go ahead and support your guys, the Brooklyn Braviaries, by leaving a like, and yeah, that's all. See you.